The Honorable Prime Minister of India, in his speech during the Prime Minister's Rally for NCC cadets on 28th January 2015, gave a call for all NCC cadets to participate in the International Day of Yoga and set a record.
मैं देश भर के एनसीसी के कैडेट से आग्रह करता हूं कि अभी से आप योजना बनाइए। 21 जून को एक साथ एक समय सारे हिंदुस्तान में योग हो, दुनिया के सारे रिकॉर्ड टूट जाए, इतनी बड़ी संख्या में हो, इतने उत्तम तरीके से हो, और उस काम के लिए अभी से हम लग जाएं।
The encouragement of ensuring participation of NCC cadets all across the country on International Day of Yoga was immediately taken up with enthusiasm, and preparations for the same began from the very next day. The mammoth task of training nearly 10 lakh NCC cadets in a short span of 2.5 months began in a coordinated manner. It was visualized that one set of cadets would require 15 days to train, with one instructor training 60 cadets in one batch. Thus, in over 2.5 months period, one instructor would be able to train 1,200 cadets. A detailed plan was worked out, and training started in all 4 corners of the country, be it Leh, Andamans, Northeast, or the Kutch. Ministry of Ayush provided the list of institutions which could make the instructors available. These institutions were contacted, and whenever these were not sufficient, additional instructors were employed by state directorates through local means. For training of NCC cadets, nearly 2,700 venues pan-India were utilized, and about 1,800 instructors employed. Every nook and corner of the country was in the color of yoga. It was realized initially most cadets were raw, but now the fire from within had caught on. National Cadet Corps not only started training and kitting the cadets, but also provided refreshments to them. The cadets started loving the yoga lessons gradually. By the beginning of May, all the 17 directorates worked out a plan of imparting yoga training to as many cadets as possible. Logistics had been tied up and coordination between headquarters and directorates completed. Series of meetings of state directorates with the state government officials and education minister were held to mobilize state support. The requirement of instructors, venues, modalities of training, and mobilizing cadets were discussed, and a detailed plan of action was formulated for each group. At some places, the cadets used their school uniform for the purpose of training. The effort put in by cadets at various levels was praiseworthy. Girl cadets came out in large number to participate in yoga training, and ladies were employed to train them. 10 days prior to the mega event, CATC, ATC were organized, wherein routine camp activities with practice of yoga was carried out in morning and in the evening. At some places, both girl and boy cadets were in large numbers. At such places, 2 instructors had to be employed. This led to an additional demand of instructors. Liaison was done with sports universities, yoga institutes, and art of living for more instructors to ensure synchronized yoga. The group commanders interacted with the municipal committees, deputy commissioners, and vice chancellors to mobilize assistance in terms of transport for cadets on the final day. These authorities also allotted venues and issued instructions to schools and colleges. Directions were also obtained from the state government to declare 21st June 2015 as a working day, which was otherwise a Sunday. The capital was getting ready for its own date with history. Cadets prepared to perform yoga at Rajpath to create a Guinness Book of Records. 5,000 of these cadets were to perform on the Rajpath on the International Day of Yoga. NCC cadets participated in International Day of Yoga on 21st June 2015 at 1,767 venues pan-India, including Leh in the north, Dwarka in the west, Teju in the east, Nagarcoil in the south, and the islands of Lakshadweep, Andaman, and Nicobar. Cadets started gathering at predetermined venues all across the country. There were 1,767 venues in total. Special buses were organized at many places to ferry cadets from one place to the other. At many places, the locals joined the cadets. Like in Leh, the monks joined in. A sea of white was seen as the cadets turned out in specially designed white t-shirts for the occasion. Special mats were arranged for the International Day of Yoga. The specially designed t-shirts had NCC written behind them and had a logo of NCC and International Day of Yoga. Each venue had a dais on which the instructor performed all the asanas as prescribed in the protocol. Due to heavy rain, many indoor stadiums in the northeast were converted into yoga venues. Local authorities were contacted, lights arranged, and mats placed so that cadets could perform yoga. Lot of enthusiasm was seen amongst the cadets. Cadets, cutting across caste, creed, and religious barriers, participated in yoga. Even in the Naxal-affected areas of Bihar and Chhattisgarh, the cadets came out in large numbers and performed yoga. Despite heavy rains, girls in Sikkim showed lot of josh and reached venues even before the slotted time. Rain, hail, or storm, the cadets stood there doing yoga. In Nagpur, the cadets turned out in pure white in a white hall, which gave an amazing view. NCC cadets in Karnataka turned out in blue and white. The discipline and symmetry was worth seeing. At places, the grounds fell short and school halls had to be opened. Cadets even carried out yoga inside malls. Videography and photography was organized at all venues. In Tamil Nadu, for instance, a sea of cadets gathered and the entire gathering could not even be captured from an elevated platform. PA systems were installed in order to address and conduct large gatherings of cadets. Independent witness and observers were present for authenticating the presence of cadets at each venue. NCC also put out specially prepared banners at each venue. The young cadets showed lot of interest in learning. Each venue had a dedicated instructor to guide cadets to do yoga. The venues ranged from independent small sites high in the mountains of North India to the island territories in the Indian Ocean. There was also a participation of 5,050 cadets at the Rajpath in New Delhi. NCC thereby created a record for the largest yoga performance simultaneously by a single uniformed youth organization at multiple venues on 21st June 2015 with a participation of more than 9.5 lakh cadets all over India. Overcoming numerous challenges and complexities of a pan-India coverage, NCC cadets participated enthusiastically, displaying the vibrant energy of a young India on the International Day of Yoga. The NCC is proud of its superlative achievement in participation of more than 9.5 lakh cadets. This was possible due to active and encouraging participation of all members of the NCC. The NCC as an organization and all its members continue to strive tirelessly towards nation building and grooming future leaders for the country. The NCC would also like to place on record the appreciation and thanks to the Ministry of Defence for their very active support during the entire preparation. The NCC would also like to thank Ministry of Ayush for all the assistance that it has provided.